Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie, and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day 26, and we are going to be beautiful warriors. We're going to begin in kneeling. So go ahead and find your most beautiful kneeling position on your mat and meet me there. If kneeling is not accessible for you, easy pose would be a great option. Today, you might need some blocks that could be useful in today's practice. So, once you get to your most beautiful kneeling position, go ahead and close the eyes down and go ahead and put the palms of the hands on your legs. Sit up nice and tall, reaching that crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Just begin to drop in and notice the breath. Taking our thoughts and our focus off of everything else we have to do and bringing it all to right now. The only thing that matters. You have completed the hardest part of the practice, and that's showing up. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Way to go. We're going to start with cat-cows in this kneeling position. I like to have my hands on my knees. And let's go ahead and do cow first. So puff that chest, lift that gaze up, and this is our inhale. As we exhale, we round through the spine, curving through the shoulders, and our gaze goes down. And inhale, coming into cow, looking up, arcing through that spine, and exhale, round, gaze comes down. Let's do these a few times, warming up our spines. Inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Rounding through that spine. Inhale, cow. Let's do it one more time. And exhale, rounding for cat. Beautiful. Inhale back to neutral. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead and open up to the right for a little gentle twist. Allow the inhales to lengthen and the exhales to take you deeper into the twist. Allow your next inhale to bring you back to center, arms up overhead, and exhale and open up to the left. Same things on this side. Inhales, lengthen, and the exhales deepen the twist. We're breathing in and out consciously. We're not holding or clenching anything here. And inhale back to center, arms up. We're going to come over into all fours. So go ahead and find your most beautiful all fours position. Knees hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrist. Gaze is straight down. So we're going to do the little balancing pose here. So go ahead and take that right arm out long and left leg back. Just squeezing the glutes and the core here. Almost like we're bringing the belly button to the spine and breathing. No clenching here. We're not holding our breath. We're actively breathing. Building up our core here. And release. Very nice. Let's go ahead and go to the other side. So right leg kicks back, left arm goes out. Engage those glutes. Lock that bandha in that core. Belly button to spine. And breathe. No holding, no clenching. We are smiley, happy yogis here. Beautiful, and release. Let's go ahead and look for our puppy tail. So go ahead and try to look for the left toes, or the left toes. And now let's try to look for the right toes. And back to the left toes. And back to the right toes. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and tuck our toes and push up into our first downward dog. Go ahead and give that dog a nice little walk. We're not going to be here long. And go ahead and come up to the tippy toes and walk to the top of the mat. And drop back on the heels and go ahead and hang down in our forward fold here. Grabbing opposite elbows, swaying left to right. A little bend in the knees, trying to get the belly to the thighs. Weight is in the toes. We're not collapsing back into the heels here. Allow your next inhale to bring you up to a halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms come all the way up overhead. We're going to exhale them down through heart center. Beautiful. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're going to slice through the sky. Come on down into forward fold. Plant those hands and step the right foot back, followed by the left. And plank. Tuck that tailbone. Hold. And we can rock forward and backwards here. Warming up the wrist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down the knees, the chest and the chin. And inhale, come through into cobra. Beautiful. Tuck those toes and inhale, push up to plank and back to downward dog. Very nice job. Go ahead and give your dog a good little walk again. Stretching all through the hamstrings here. And let's go ahead and inhale the right leg up, 3-leg dog, and keep your hips square. Not collapsing through either of the shoulders. And go ahead and come knee to nose. Holding big round through the spine here. And then stepping that foot in between the hands. Pivot on that back foot and allow your inhale to rise you up into our warrior 1. Beautiful. Dropping in, finding your warrior 1 position here. Making sure you can see that front right big toe. The right knee is not over our right ankle. Arms are overhead, gaze is towards the front of the room. Glutes are engaged, core is locked. On your exhale, go ahead and open up into our warrior 2. Gaze is still towards the front of the room, towards that right hand. Our pelvis is now open. Breathe. And drop that left hand. Sweep the right arm up and over for our exalted warrior here. Gaze is up towards the ceiling. We're not dumping any weight into the left hand. We just have it there to keep our chest lifted. Come back to warrior 2. Go and straighten that right leg. Bump that left hip back. And bring that right hand down beside that right foot. If you can't come down, you can be at your shin, or you can come to a block right here would be nice. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Super, super stretchy, strong pose here. And on your next inhale, we're going to come back up into our warrior 2. Gaze goes back towards the front of that room. Beautiful. We're going to exhale, windmill those arms, frame that right foot, and step it back into plank. We're going to vinyasa here. So push forward into chaturanga, lower down, push up into upward facing dog. Meet me back in our downward facing dog. Very nice. Go ahead and give your dog a nice little walk before we move to the next side. A few deep breaths here. Okay, and on your next inhale, go ahead and lift your left leg up. 3-leg dog. Squared hips. Pushing equally through both of the shoulders. And round forward, knee to nose. Breathing, no holding, no clenching. And step it through in between the hands. Pivot on that right foot, and on your next inhale, rise up into our warrior 1. Beautiful. Arms up overhead. Same things as the other side. Making sure you can see that front big toe. The left knee is not spilling over that left ankle. Gaze is towards the front of the room. Arms are up overhead. Glutes are engaged. Core is engaged. And you're smiling. You're happy. And you're breathing. And go ahead and exhale. Open up into our warrior 2. Gaze is still towards the front of the room. Active breath. Conscious breath. Beautiful warrior. And exhale, drop that right hand down. Left arm lifts up towards the sky. Gaze follows. And exhale, back to warrior 2. Go ahead and straighten that left leg. Bump that right hip out and bring that left arm down. So we're extended triangle again. If you use the block on the other side, I challenge you to use it on this side. If you're up on the shin, this is great. This is still a fantastic stretch. Having a little buoyancy in that left knee would be helpful as well. Breathe. Smile. You're happy. You're proud of yourself, and you're a beautiful warrior. And we're going to inhale, and we're going to come back up into our warrior 2. Wonderful. Go ahead and windmill those arms, frame that left foot, and step it back into plank. We're going to lower down into chaturanga, push up into our upward facing dog, and everybody's going to meet back in downward facing dog. Very nice. Walk that dog out. Go ahead and take those legs or feet to the outside edges of the mat. Walk your hands back and drop your booty down into our yogi squat, using our elbows to push our knees away. Hands at heart center, chest is lifted. Breathe. Now, we're going to have some little fun. We're going to play with crow. So if you already have your blocks and crow is not something natural for you, I always like to have them in front of my head. You can have anything in front of your head. You can use pillows. You could use a couch. You could use the wall. But either way, we are in yogi squat. So what we're going to play with right now is just putting our hands down and just feeling what it feels like to move forward here. So we're only playing with putting the pressure all on our hands and our fingertips and just seeing how it feels to just rock back and forth here. Maybe coming up on the toes and seeing how different it feels to rock forward. So let's do this a few times. Blocks are in front of your head, so you can't go too far forward here. So working up these shoulders, getting them nice and warm. Once you've done that a few times, we can practice lifting our booties up a little bit more, bringing those knees to the elbows, and maybe even allowing our head to come onto the blocks, and then picking up one foot and maybe the other, and maybe both, and seeing how it feels. And just play around. If you do full crow already, then let's try to put the knees into the armpits and see how that feels different. Just have some fun playing here. The best part of the yogi is trying new things and having fun with them, you know? It doesn't have to be so serious. So once you're done playing with your crow, go ahead and come on down to your black. You take your time. I'm not rushing you. If you want more playtime, you can always pause me too. Go ahead and hug both of those knees into the chest. Rock left to right. Let's go ahead and take our arms into cactus here. And drop those knees over to the left. Gaze goes towards the right. Reclined twist. Deep breaths here, allowing it to come back to normal. Allow your next inhale to bring you back to center. And exhale those legs to the right. Gaze goes towards the left. And inhale back to center, hugging those knees in. Gonna rock and roll up to an easy seat. So just go ahead and have a little bit of play here. Massaging the spine, maybe the glutes a little bit here. And everybody meeting in a nice, beautiful, easy seat. Shut the eyes down, palms on the knees. Allow that spine to grow nice and tall here. Let's take some time to see how we feel right now. How worthy you feel completing day 26. You are amazing. I'm so very thankful for you and you showing up for yourself. As always, I challenge you to stay here as long as you can. I'm going to close out our practice. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. Have an excellent rest of your day, you wonderful, beautiful warrior. Namaste.